In this video, I'm excited to share with you an interview with one of the most successful blog owners in Australia. This blog has this year reached over 5 million monthly visits. That is an astronomical number of visitors. And the knowledge that Jody from Stay at Home Mum has over her last 10 years of being in this industry and blogging about work from home jobs, business, online, how to make money online, all that sort of stuff, plus much, much more. She shares all her smarts, tips, tricks, some of the best online business ideas, some of the best jobs to get remotely, all sorts of things like that. And it's just an amazing interview. So check it out. Dive straight into it. We are joined online right now with Jody from Stay at Home Mum. How are you, Jody?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Now, Jody, in terms of the Stay at Home Mum, when did this get off the ground and why was it started? Where did it all start?
Well, it's funny because it started quite by accident. My husband and I have been looking for a business to start for years, but we didn't have the funds to start anything. Then years of IVF, had to sell our house. We finally started building our dream house and I got made redundant. So, which was really hard. We only had $50 a week to actually live on for groceries. And it was probably one of the most traumatic parts of my whole life. And because both my boys were really difficult babies, and because I'm rural, the computer was really the only way I had access to outside life generally. And I was looking for all those money-saving ideas. So I kind of just started a page for shits and giggles just to find ideas on how to save money. And all these people just helped, which was really good. And I think after a week, there was 10,000 followers on Facebook after a week.
Wow.
And at one stage, it was going up 1,500 every half an hour. It was crazy. And it grew from that. And then I'm like, people are like, you should do a website. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do a website. So I rang everyone in Gympie that could do websites. There's 5. And I'm like, I don't have money, but you know, this is going crazy. And they all hung up on me. They regret that now. But one actually looked at Facebook, and then half an hour later, he saw how high it was getting. And he's like, get your butt into my office. And I was really lucky that someone took a chance on me and did the website for me, but allowed me to pay it back over time.
Wow,
and
that's so
I'm forever
cool.
Grateful. There's good people out there.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's 10 years down the track now, and it's still
amazing.
a roller coaster.
What is so did you say 10 years it's been running?
Yep, 10 years this year.
Wow, that is just awesome. I love that. I love that story. It's from that's a real kind of, yeah, dare I say, rags to riches story, or you know, that sort
absolutely.
of concept. Yeah. That's
we were on the bones of our ass. My husband and I had renovated houses. We'd always had 2 or 3 jobs at a time. You know, we're real workers, but yeah, we just sort of, like everyone else, hit the skids at a particular time, and 2 babies in 12 months didn't help. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So the 5 years of IVF worked finally. And then I was pregnant again 7 weeks later. So,
oh gosh.
Don't do that. It was a nightmare.
Wow. Yeah. No, ours are 2 years apart, and
that's nice. That's nice.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a year's a nightmare. That the birthday week. We've got 3. My birthday and the 2 boys' birthdays are all in the same week, and it's mental.
Now you have some great content on making money online and online business and all that sort of jazz. And as the living example, how does the blog, I should say, sorry, with all that you learnt in that period where you were, down in the doldrums, you had $50 to spend each week. What were some of the ways that you started to make money online back then?
Well, back then, for the actual blog, it was just putting together information and making money actually using the blog to make money. So I was looking at getting sponsorships, Google AdSense, things like that. That was in the beginning. And then I was sort of learning that blogs make money in so many different ways. So I explored all the other little bits and pieces. But then I started getting bombarded with bloody pyramid schemes from people. And I just noticed so many mums were falling for it. And it's so crap. I hate pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
And so then I sort of expanding from just writing about saving money at home to different legitimate ways that mums can make money online that isn't dodgy, because it really breaks my heart that the mums are the most vulnerable when you need that money, and there's all these crapola things out there. So I focused a lot on the jobs that they could do from home, the businesses that they could start from home, what platforms to use, affiliate marketing, all sorts of things that, and nothing that I promise will make money overnight, because nothing does on the internet. I don't care what anyone says.
Nothing worth doing. Nothing worth building.
No, everything takes time. I myself, I didn't even make a wage from stay-at-home mum until the 3rd year. So everything takes time and work, and internet is no. So I like to think that stay-at-home mum is like the warts and all. We tell you exactly what you are going to go through and the work you have to put in. But I like to be real, because I just get sick of reading the bullshit online, quite frankly.
No, that's a great attitude. So now you're 10 years down the track. What is your favorite way of making money online, best way, or most lucrative, or whatever you...
Oh, for other people or for me personally?
For yourself.
I personally, and everyone pans this, but I love affiliate marketing, and I love it because it's probably the main way I do make money on stay-at-home mum. I love it because it's an unobtrusive way of advertising. I love it because people will only buy things if they want to buy things, and I'm not doing videos going, you should buy this because it's really great. Although I do that. That is sponsorship, and I'll only endorse products that I actually like. But at the same time, I love doing those list posts like the 10 best jeans for curvy mums. I get to try all these jeans. I try them. I can say, this is what I love. This is what I don't. Embed a code. And if other mums feel the same, they can. So I think it's a nice, I sleep at night knowing, okay, this is my information. You take it and do with it what you will. If they do, great. But, so I like it for that reason.
Yep. And what a great excuse to go out and buy 10 pairs of jeans.
Well, there is that. I own a lot of jeans. I'm doing the taste of weight loss shakes at the moment, and that's been rather nasty. So, it was like, but it's fun at the same time, and I figure I'm very normal, and I don't mind telling people how it is, and if it tastes like shit, I'll tell you.
Now, I did notice, speaking of treats and shakes and stuff, I noticed on the YouTube channel, the Stay at Home Mum YouTube channel, there's a lot of content about different treats and foods and things like that. But can you, in terms of the blog, can you tell us a bit more about how Stay at Home Mum helps people? You alluded before to how, you kind of, the warts and all, tell it how it is, call a spade a spade. But there were a whole bunch of different things, different categories. So what do you see as some of the main ways that you help mums out there, or anyone that finds your website?
Well, I like to think that stay-at-home mum's totally user-driven. So I'm still very active on the Facebook page. The Facebook page is manned generally 24 hours a day, and has been from the start. In the beginning, my business partner, Nicole, and we took like 12-hour shifts. And we generally do articles on what people are talking about and what they want to know the most. And we now have a thing on the website, Ask Stay at Home Mum, which is an anonymous forum. But that's where I get all my ideas for the articles. So it is user driven. So if all the mums are talking about a particular topic, I'll go and do all the research on that topic. I don't have an opinion. I just put all the facts on there. But I figure I'm giving my customers what they want. And I think that's why it's been as popular as it has been. You know, you make your customers happy, they'll keep coming back.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And yeah, there you mentioned various business partners, and there's also Lydia and Meg that I've seen. How did all of you come together?
Well, Lydia and Meg are friends of mine that are amazing cooks. So even though I've got a lot of recipes on there, I'm not a very good cook. Actually, I can hardly boil water, which is very surprising seeing I have cookbooks. But so I know that sounds really strange. But so the people that love cooking, and I've found quite a few of them, but like Megan is in Melbourne, and she had these beautiful recipes. I found her in this mothers group one day, and she was promoting these beautiful recipes that she'd made. And I just reached out to her and I'm like, you're amazing. You know, can I mentor you? And we did a bit of a contra deal, as in I mentored her, helped her get up and running on her blog, and she did some recipes for me at the same time. And we're still great mates. It's really good. But she's off on her own now doing amazing things. And right. Same with Lydia, you know, so it's been probably another favourite part of stay-at-home mum, being able to look after the up-and-comers as well. Because when I started, there wasn't any. I was really one of the sort of OG mummy bloggers, and I hate that word. But so there was no one really to ask. I had to learn everything and fail. But I do like helping others that are up and coming now.
What a learning curve you must have had over a decade.
Oh, yes. So many failings, but tell you what, I learned more from them. And I know everyone says that, but it's so true.
It's so true. Fail forward.
So true.
Yeah.
Fail fast.
Fail fast and fail forward. Yeah. What was what was I reading the other day? I think it was I'm gonna have to edit this out. What was it? I can't remember, but yeah, basically they were just saying to increase your rate of learning, you got to increase your rate of failure. That's a famous quote.
It's true.
I remember who it is. Yeah.
It is. Some of my best ideas have come from crazy things, and I think, just give it a go. You know, I must admit, since I've been doing this, I'm not so scared to fail. I try a lot of things I don't think I would have before, and it kind of makes it fun. You know, you don't grow unless you're that little bit uncomfortable.
Definitely. Yeah. Put yourself out of the comfort zone for sure.
Yeah.
All the fear and do it anyway, as Susan.
Oh, I know. And it's still hard. But yeah.
Now, in terms of work from home jobs, that's something that my website tries to help people with. What would you recommend are some of the best sort of stay-at-home jobs that people can get into more readily?
Probably freelance writing, I reckon, is a really big one. I employ a lot of freelance writers, and they get paid better than I do. They really do. And I think that if you've got any nous when it comes to writing, that you can make a lot of money if you can get in with the right websites that suit your style. So the graphic artists, the VAs, but especially coming up to Christmas, you know, all the crafty people can really make a killing. I had one lady here that helped me out at Christmas, and she made little Santa sleighs. The recipes on the website, how to make these cute little Santa sleighs with all these chocolates, and did them up. She ended up making thousands of them and made a killing for Christmas. So she was busy with her kids, so she couldn't get a job as such, but it was a good little side project for her. I was so proud.
Good on her. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about, I suppose it's not too dissimilar to home business. I was going to ask about home business as well, but yeah, that could be arts and crafts. It could be your own home business, freelance writing, all that sort of stuff. It's interesting how so many of these different work from home jobs can be very much work from home businesses as well, building your own client base. And
I love having your own business. I can't work for other people. I'd be fired. And the last boss I did have gave me a lot of free rein to which was great. He created a monster, though. We're still really good friends. But if you're in control of your own destiny. Like, I work my own hours, but I can still take the kids to school, pick them up in the afternoon, go do sports and things like that. But then occasionally, like, I'll work till midnight, or get up early, but it's just what you have to do. I suppose I do it for the lifestyle more than anything else. I could work a lot harder if I wanted to, and I'm a real homebody, which works great. And even stay-at-home mums got staff, but just about all of them work remote. So we've been doing this COVID work at home thing for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And so when it hit, it was like, nothing changes
no change.
for us.
Yeah.
No.
Did you notice an increase in traffic in your blog when from around, I don't know, March or so this year? Or
yeah, we got up to 5 million unique users over the peak of COVID.
a month.
Yep.
Wow.
5 million. Like we normally sit at about 1.3, but holy crap, did it? It was. I took a screenshot. We had 8,000 people on the website at the one time at one stage. So
that's
it
wild.
was screenshot. Don't know whether that'll ever happen again.
That is
so
amazing.
no, COVID was actually really, we got the right keywords, everyone stay at home. So no, it was actually really good. And I think because people were stuck at home, a lot of mums were looking for those recipes, fun things to do with kids. And like we just ticked all the boxes. It was like COVID was made for stay-at-home mum.
Perfect. Oh wow. Yeah, that's great. And finally, to wrap things up, can I ask, what's a goal? Getting to 5 million, I don't know where you go, 10 million, I don't know. But what's a goal that you could share with us for stay-at-home mum? Where to next?
I've got a few things on the go. Book number 5 is getting completed at the moment. That gets released early next year, and that's called Earn at Home Mum. So stay tuned for that one. We've got a couple of side projects on the go. I've got just starting a podcast, Heinous True Crime, which is just a pet passion of mine. I've always been fascinated with true crime, and a mate of mine is a criminal psychologist. So we got together and bought all the podcast equipment, thought why not? So it's very, because I can.
Your own boss and you're working from home, you can do whatever you want.
That's right. I think I'm lucky I've got the audience already. I do write a lot of true crime stuff for stay-at-home mum. I just put it there because I think it's got to go somewhere and it gets read really. So obviously there's lots of other mums that are into that too. But the sky's the limit. I love the fact that I wake up in the morning, I can just write about whatever I want, even if it's not on topic. And because if I'm interested in it, there's going to be someone else interested in it too.
Absolutely. Yep. Undoubtedly. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out this morning, Jody, to have a chat online. And
appreciate it.
Everyone, please, I've got some links in the description below, so you can go and check out the website, check out the Stay at Home Mum YouTube channel, and best of luck with it all, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Jody.